Hi, I'm Durand along with Lisa Austin, and we're going to do some hustle patterns for you today. We're going to start off with a really nice series that's kind of easy, but sometimes for the guys when they're trying to remember what's next, it's kind of important to have a few series that all go together. Then we'll give you some harder stuff. To start with, we're just going to start with a walk around, which is kind of standard for most people, and we'll do 2 of those just to start with, which would be and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. All right, from that walk around, everything we're going to deal with here is going to be right turns for the lady, and just makes it real easy. Her footwork is literally always the same, and she's always going to turn right. And when we're here in open position, we're going to bring the lady back into closed position and do a tuck turn, and this will all again be just a right turn. So we let her do a rock step, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Out she goes, and 1. So it's just a standard tuck turn. The only thing about the tuck turn here is make sure, guys, that you don't really tuck in. Just raise the hands up because her default pattern is going to be to follow that turn. From here, we do a hand switch, and to do that, I'm going to do a simple pass, moving from one side to the other. Kind of makes it look a little more fun than the guys going switch. Okay, so from here, we're just going to rock the lady back and switch sides. And 1, 2, 3, and 1. Now remember, as we do this combination, Lisa's footwork will actually be together forward. Sometimes I like to say rock step just because we're starting from being kind of slow here. From that position, after our rock step, which we'll take it anyway, we take the lady into a side-by-side position. And 1, 2, 3, and 1. Out she goes. Everything is still a right turn. We're now in left over right, and we're going to bring the lady into a shoulder promenade. And 1, 2, 3, and 1. Out she goes. Okay, from here, if you want, you can switch hands on that out and then bring her back to walk around. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that whole pattern, we'll do it from this side so it looks a little different. You'd have 2 walk arounds, and 1, 2, 3. Do a second one just for courage. And 1, modified wrap, and 1. Out she goes. Bring her into closed with a tuck turn. Turn the lady out. Switch sides, 2, 3, and 1. Bring her into side by side, and 1, 2, 3. Shoulder promenade. Turn her out, switch hands, and you can go back to the walk around. And 1, 2, 3. Piece of cake. That's all right turns, okay? So it works very well. We're going to take that into a little bit more advanced movement. One thing I would like to remind the guys is that there's a lot of different footwork you can do. As you get more advanced, you have a tendency to do a tap step instead of your rock step. So you have a choice of either doing rock step, walk, walk, rock step, walk, walk, rock step, or some tap steps. And tap, walk, walk. So when you see me do the tap step, that's just in place of our rock step. From here, what we're going to do, we are left over right in the combination, which I'll go over from the top in a little bit. We're left over right, and we're going to travel the lady down the slot. And this gets into a sort of a straitjacket movement. She's going to go rock, step, walk, 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 turn, rock, step. Out she goes, and we turn her back out. And it gets a little more complex as we go. I'll go over it slowly for you so you understand the positions. She comes out of her rock step movement, or her together forward, and 1, takes a turn on 2, 2, takes another half turn on 3, 3. The man's right hand is going to come over and turn as the lady does, and 1, she continues her turn. And 1. It'll almost get to where it comes all the way over. By count 2, it's all the way over. 2. By count 3, she turns to her right, and the man brings that hand back up. 3. Then he lets her rock, and 1. And 1. Then I bring that hand usually over my head when she comes into 2. 2. Let her turn a half turn on 3. 3. Pick her up side by side and walk her out. And 1, 2, 3 with a little tuck turn. Okay? Now from here, we're going to change it just a hair. When the lady is in this side-by-side position, and this is a little more advanced, she's going to do her and 1, and the man is going to, as he turns her, and 1, 2, 3, switch so that his left hand is behind his back. He's going to let the and 1 happen while he brings his right hand up. And 1, 2, 3, spin her out, 2, 3, and 1, and we're back to where we started, or back out to open position. So that little series started from left over right. We'll start from the end one. We'll do it kind of slow for you. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. The man turns and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Throw her out. You're back to the beginning. So we'll review that entire combination. We'll start from this side, I think, starting from the 2 walk-arounds. It's kind of a long piece, but remember, these first turns are all right turns, so it's kind of easy. And 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, right turn, modified wrap, 3, and 1, 2, 3, a little tuck turn here, 3, and 1, out she goes. The man has to switch sides, and 1. Bring her in with a right turn, turn her out, keep both hands, bring the right hand over, and 1. Now you can pick up left over right, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Then the man turns, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. Follow her along, and 1. Toss her out, and you're ready to start again. One thing to remember when she does this movement that she travels down the slop, really follow her and keep going with it. Hope you guys enjoy the pattern.